Last video we left like this. Now, this layout is the default layout. Not every room have to be the same layout like this. And see, you have to personalize the layout for making your needs. And first, if you have a meeting with the different parts of the meeting, you need to make some different things. You can make different things in the same meeting room. Like the camera, not every time you need it. The chat room, you don't need it every time. The notes, not every time you need the notes for the classroom. If it is me, I show you to have different layouts in different part of the lesson or meeting. Like example, if you are in a classroom, you have to have a part of waiting for the students to enter. And after you have a part for attendance and a part for making the lesson. Let's show the end result first. Like this is the first layout that I want to do, that waiting for the students or waiting for the people to enter. Now instead of the picture of the two kids, we can make the logo of the company that we are presenting of the company XYZ. When exactly all the people entered and we are happy that all people are entered, we can make a basic attendance. So when we click another layout, we automatically comes the layout that click on present and the people have to click the present. Now this platform is just a pull technique. If I click, it comes 100%. Now that one is me. If for example Bob click it, I clicked present. Now if I view, like you see, Bob is present, Mark, he didn't click present yet. So I'm waiting for people to click it. Like this, I know that the people are in my chat room are actually viewing the content. And even I have an attendance sheet and I can know what is happening. After I want to start making the lesson, I can change the structure automatically because I set them up before, and it will come something like this, like attendance every time I need it, because I can open the mic and switch off the mic. Base small notes for me. All chat room is here, and I can make a fast question here to the students, and I'm watching the sharing part in here. If I want to make example a word board and I don't want the students to chat, I don't want to see the chat room, I can make another place job and goes to a whiteboard. Now I'm explaining something. If you notice there is no notes, I have bigger screen so I can work out better. There is no chat room, so no one can actually type. I cannot be distracted by the chat room. But if I want to go back, I can go back. And people can chat if they want. Like let's say Bob say hi. Hi Bob, hi. And Bob said hi. And I can say hi to him back. But if I'm in the chat room, and Bob cannot chat right now, he can still go see the people who are in the area and the chat room only. So like this, he can't disturb the class, but Bob can still hands his hand, and I know that Bob is asking a question. I have showing that he is asking a question. I can go here, I can tell him to enable his mic so he can say the question, and after again, disable his question, the mic. And like this, it's more easy for me to teach without everyone is disturbing. But if, for example, I want to children have a discussion, I can go back to the other layout. Now, how to do it? Now, let's make a new one from scratch. This is how it's supposed to be, and this is an example how we want to do our new layout. Now, how to build a layout? First of all, it's good to don't have no one in the chat room, so you do it before the classroom or meeting room. So what you need to do is go to layout, create new layout, and you say create a new layout, a blank, or create a duplicate layout from one you already did. Maybe you have some small changes only from that same layout. But let's say we want to create a new layout from scratch and call it test, or we're going to change it later, this one. And it's a blank screen. From layout, you can go again to manage layouts, and you see here I have my test, so I can rename it from here, and I can put up and down with the arrows, or I can delete the layouts. Let's show you how to delete the layouts. Like example, this one is ready, and we can delete it if we want. Click delete, and after it goes away, that we don't need them. That one is that it comes automatic by default, and that one we have less contents here. Now in the pool section, this structure, you can whatever you want. The attendance example, how we're going to make the attendance, that one that there is everyone, but it's too big. Let's make it smaller. After we want maybe the screen. Now this is what we are using right now in the right side. We can use the same one, so I can tell to bring me that of the child, but I want to make it from scratch, so a new, and that is the child. Now the elements for sharing. Now I have the picture on my computer. I have the picture of on my computer, and I'm going to drag it only, and automatically it's loading the picture, and it came, and that is the first one we did. Now if you want to make another one like we did here, see, you have one, after you have attendance, and you have a lot. Let's say we want another one, make layout, create new layout. This one we're going to call it 2, because, and like this the layout is blank. Let's start adding stuff. Now in the first one, what we did, a picture and attendance. Now the picture, obviously we don't want it again, because we want something else. Like example, we want a chat room. We can add a new chat room, make it smaller, and notice here is empty. Why? Because I told him to make a new one. If I make a chat room that we already did before, no, this one is empty, not this one, this one, this chat room that we did before, that we said hi and together. What's the difference between this and this? One, we can make them all of them in the same chat room. So when we did before and now, there will be one chat room for all the presentation. But what you can do is, in one chat room you are talking and you're saying the answers and you can write the answers. In the other layer you can have another chat room and ask questions, and now they cannot go scrolling up and see the answer. They have to think about themselves, and you see the difference from here to here. So you can even have multiple in the same thing. No, this one we don't need them, but what we can do more is attendance, how we already did. Maybe we don't want attendance. You can make a pooling, make a new pool. The attendance, you see, it's already here, that one we used before. And we have another pooling. Let's make a lot of poolings. Maybe you want to make one of them that has a lot of questions that they are already made for you. So like this, we have you have already a questionnaire that you want them to answer. 2, 3, like this. You understand but the point. We have 3 questions that the students, when you go to their room, they need to answer. When you come in this layout, you need to the students answer the questions. There's no chat room, and there are only the questions that you want them to answer, like question 1, and they have the A, B, C. We have question 2. I don't know, Q, whatever. Then I open and open. So when the student will see this screen, sorry, he can have to know the answers and click the answers. And that is all. Now let's say you did a mistake in this ones and you want to edit them. What you can do, because you have a mistake, you can press edit, and to example the question 1, you make a space, and there is a question, with a space and 1, and you make open, and it's fixed. Now Bob has this 2 and this one, it's not available yet, but Bob is going to answer the questions. He cannot see the other people's what they are ticking. So like this example, he changed the question again and went back like this. Like this. And the third one we forgot to do it now. We'll do it quickly. Question 3. Whatever. And like this, we have the third one, and he answered the questions. Now, when you see all the students, they answered their own questions, you can go to the another layout, and that is the layouts and the lesson structure you can do. Now you say this one I have to do it for every lesson. No, because if I close it and I can go back to this place, I click test room, I click the link, I enter, and I am back in the room. Bob is still here, you see, because Bob didn't come out. Now if you want to end meeting, I click end meeting for attending and press OK. So like this, Bob is logged out from the section. So like that you can delete everyone from the room. If you have other questions, you can write them down below and I will answer you the question maybe by a video. It's good to subscribe and ring the bell, so if you have some questions you can see my answer in the video. Thank you for watching. See you the next time.